Hello, fellas. So today we are going to repair malfunctioned parking sensors on a Toyota Aqua, otherwise also called Toyota Prius C. This is a hybrid car. So earlier I put on this external or aftermarket parking sensors. If I turn on the switch, so you can see that four rear parking sensors are functional. The front two side ones are functioning, but the middle two F and G are not. So let's go outside the car and then we'll see. So guys, the one right here is functioning, this one is not, and then this one is also not functioning, this one is functioning. So this time I bought from AliExpress two front parking sensors, or they are just normal parking sensors, and these are black in color. They would match with the external grille of this Toyota Aqua. So let's get onto it. So with this flathead screwdriver, I'm going to pull this out. Okay, it's fairly simple. It just comes right off. For the other side as well, you take this flathead screwdriver and try not to scratch the grill, and then easily it should come right out. Okay, so we are right here. The parking sensors are out. Okay, with this wire cutter, I'm going to cut this out. So this is the parking sensor. I just ripped this part off. Ripped this part off because I want to connect this new parking sensor right here. So just be careful that this is a coaxial cable. The outside wire is thick enough that you can join, but the middle one is pretty small, so you just have to take care while ripping that off, this outer cladding. Okay, so this wire is also ripped off, the outer cladding. So it's simple, straightforward. We join the outer cladding of this to the outer cladding of this, and the middle core to the middle core of that. Okay, so we have kind of done this next step. Let me zoom it in. So these wires are now tagged together, the middle core and the outside wire. So either we could solder it, or we could use a white electrical tape, or any electrical tape in that manner. For example, this one. I'll use an electrical tape rather than soldering it. Or you could also use, which could be a better option, to use clips on both sides, so that if you want to take out the bumper in future, you could just declamp these connectors and take out the bumper if needed. So I have joined this wire right here, and now I'm pulling it such that, so there is an up sign written on it. That should be, of course, upwards, and it goes, so So these rubber washers should hold it tight. So if I zoom it, you can see that it's nice and flush. So let's move to the next one. So we just use the plier to cut out this. Okay, it just came off right like that, but this wire, as you can see, if I can focus it, is quite rough. So you could just pinch that out so that you could make nice new connections. You could also use a wire cutter, which would be a much nicer way, or use some experience here to cut out the outer cladding. Okay, so you see you have this inner cladding and this outer cladding. You just need to collect all the outer wires, wrap them or twist them like this, and similarly peel off the outer cladding of the inner wire. Okay, so these wires are now manually clamped, and I would again use white electrical tape to insulate this from any bad connections like body contacts, or you know. So let's do that. Okay, so I am now pulling this back, and like I said, so there is a mention here that this is the upside, right? So this should remain up, just like this. And yes, so that's how it is. Now you have a working parking sensor.